What's up, y'all? I just got back from seeing Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, and I'm so tired. But man, that movie is 2 hours and 38 minutes long. I didn't expect that. Like, dog, the running time was so crazy long. And what made it even worse, my suggestion to everybody that goes to see this movie, you should definitely see it, but don't go to AMC theaters. Oh my goodness. I thought they were going to fix the 30-minute long trailers before the movie. No, they didn't fix it at all. It is dreadful. Usually movies start at like 8:15, 8:20, but no, this movie started at 8:30 and the showtime was 8 o'clock. Everybody in the theater was getting so annoyed with how many commercials. AMC fixed that BS. It's greedy and it's annoying. And then after that, at the beginning of the movie, every company that had a part in this, it was so many. They had so many intros before the movie even started itself. But man, once that movie gets started, it's good. I will say it starts a little slow, and I won't say any spoilers in here. I just want to make that clear. This video will be no spoilers. It starts off a little slow. I will say there are a lot of flashbacks, which is what makes it feel slow. But I'm glad they got, I guess you could say, the more uninteresting story out of the way first. And then by the time it's the middle of the movie, or I would say by the time it's about 35% into the movie and onwards, it's just whew, so good, bro. I will say I wasn't as hyped for Zenitsu's story as much as everybody else was, and I think it was good. It was just good enough. It was good for him, especially as a side character. We barely got any Inosuke, which is sad because that's one of my favorite characters. But hey, maybe he's for the next movie. I don't know if they're doing a movie after this or a show. But I heard that they kept this really close, really similar to the manga, so it's fine if they are sticking true, staying true, sticking close to the manga. The flashbacks can get a little bit like, oh, sometimes, but luckily with the flashbacks, everybody's backstory is pretty good. Besides, like the first one, like I said, isn't as interesting. Everybody else's backstory is so good and pretty fleshed out. And by the time we get to Tanjiro and his battle, oh, that one is just perfect. The fight scene is perfect. The backstory is perfect. Sometimes with animes, it kind of bothers me that they save the backstory for after like the battle is over. But hey, it was a weird. Honestly, it felt like it should have been split up into episodes. That's what it felt like. But I'm glad that we got it in this 2.5 hour movie because it sucks having to wait for those episodes to come out every week. And as always, Demon Slayer has some of the most perfect, beautiful animation I've ever seen. Like, it's such premium quality. Like, they actually use like cinematography in these movies or in the show too. And it really goes a long way. You could tell they put so much effort. And I just pray to God that they don't switch up their animation like Attack on Titan did. I I just hope they stick true all the way, stay true all the way till the end of the show, till it's over. Demon Slayer's soundtrack hasn't always been the best to me. They had like a few hits here and there, but in this movie, it was hitting the whole time. The sound quality and sound design of all the sound effects and everything else, I saw it in IMAX. That was beautiful. But this time they got the music going too. So it made the fight scenes like even more hype. One thing I really appreciated about this movie and with Demon Slayer in general is that they do a good job with visualizing and giving you like examples and explaining like the forms and techniques, how Tanjiro and other people figure stuff out. They actually take deep dives. That is appreciated along with how they fight. Every move, everything is like so technical. They take their time explaining each move, each hit, how they're dodging, how they're attacking. It's just so like chef's kiss. I'm used to animes, for example, Dragon Ball when Goku figures out Ultra Instinct. They actually do a pretty good job with that. But imagine that times 10. That's how well Demon Slayer does it. And I really appreciate it. I really just recently binged this show to catch back up because it had been a while. I just wanted to refresh everything. I was so hyped for this movie and it lived up to the hype. If you can deal with the length of the movie and you can deal with some flashbacks that are They're not even boring, but the stories are good. But we all know how flashbacks can be. It can kind of be a little bit annoying. But we all know that's just how animes tell stories. But like I said, I'm a little bit sad about Inosuke. They better give my boys some time to shine. Don't be over here doing him like Vegeta, man. And besides that, I can say this movie is a solid 9 out of 10. Like, it was everything I wanted, everything I expected. It lived up to the hype. Nothing really disappointed me, man. And I appreciated it. I appreciate the level of quality that these studios put into this show. So definitely go watch this. Don't go bootleg it. Go support Demon Slayer in these studios, Amniplex, Sony, Crunchyroll. We really want more stuff like this, okay? Um, I hope you guys enjoy the movie as much as I did, and I will see you on the next review. Peace.